The next setting I'm going to go over is your aim response curve type. So a lot of players will tell you to just put this on dynamic. Some players will even tell you to put this on linear, but people don't understand what these actually do. So what linear curve does, at least what it's supposed to do, we don't have an actual graph, so we can't technically see what a linear curve is. But what these curves do is they make your stick react differently as you hit the edge of your controller, as you turn, as you make inputs onto it. So the way dynamic works and the way I've understood it is it's a reverse S curve, which that means that it starts off quicker, it slows down in the center, and then ultimately just maxes out as you're going to the end. So what that's going to do for you in game, if you're playing on dynamic, it's going to make it easy to make micro adjustments because again, since the curve starts faster, that means the closer it is to the center of your stick, the quicker it's going to be. But it's not going to max out to your maximum turning sense because ultimately this is the fastest you can turn. These micro adjustments are going to be a lot quicker than, let's say, if you're playing on something like standard, right? Because what standard does is standard starts off slow and then slowly just ramps up until it hits the edge. So that's what we used to use in older CODs because they didn't have any sort of aim curves. But what that's going to do again is it's going to make it harder for you to make micro adjustments. You can even test this for yourself. If you put it on standard and try to move your stick a little bit, you're going to notice it feels very stiff, right? Because it starts off slower. Whereas if you put it on dynamic, it's going to feel very loose. It's going to feel responsive. And that's going to make it so, again, if you're going to make micro adjustments or you're going to pull down for recoil control, you're going to get that little fast speed boost at the beginning of your sensitivity in order to make those micro adjustments. So that's what dynamic does. What linear does is it pretty much scales 1-to-1 as it hits the edge of your stick. So it's slowly going to go up until maximum at a steady rate. What this is good for, in my opinion, is it basically feels like raw input. So it's going to make it feel like you have total control of the way your stick feels. And ultimately, it could potentially make it so you have better muscle memory because if your stick is scaling at a very consistent rate when it comes to making adjustments, that means that you're going to have a better time at potentially getting like better with your muscle memory. I used to use this on Modern Warfare 3. I've used it on Black Ops 6, and I don't mind it. But ultimately, I've just been using dynamic. There's no right or wrong answer with this. It comes down to preference. Most players are going to like dynamic, again, because of that slowdown when it comes to like snapping to targets, right? Because well, the way dynamic works is, let's say you're making a movement that is kind of like off center of your screen. It's going to slow down once you get to that edge and then re-speed up so that way you can make those micro adjustments once you snap onto that target. But linear is also not bad, and I recommend everyone give both of the settings a try and see what they like more.